why don't we talk a little bit in the flip today? Trump's administration came out. Now they're all in on robotics. They're all in on, they're moving on. Are we done with AI? So, like, question, is Trump's pivot to all about robotics a smart move at this time? Is it the next thing after AI?
I missed the
Well,
coin flip. What happened?
I won.
Okay.
I won. I am the guy that's saying that's a smart move to robotics. Look, I'm going to make this argument short. I'm going to make it sweet, and I'm going to be victorious. China is kicking our ass in robotics right now. Drones, robotics, autonomous vehicles. We don't see it here because we don't let it come here. And that's one of those things where, like, they don't let their people see Google or Meta, and we don't let our people see how amazing their next generation autonomous vehicles and robots are. And so right now the US understands that, well, yeah, we have some advantages in the AI space. That's done. That's been well set. The policies in place, energy is being built out, our chips are being well controlled, and we've got that particular opportunity under wraps. We will win the world's AI war. But what we're about to lose is the world's robotics war if we don't start to fight it and put more energy and more investment into that space. This is all about China. This is all about not accepting defeat. This is all about the fact that our vehicles are being exported less, our technology and robotics is falling behind. We may have Optimus and we may have Boston Dynamics, but we are so far away from robots in everyone's home. I don't care what Elon Musk says. I'm still waiting for him to drive one autonomous vehicle across country. They promised to be done in 2016. Hasn't happened yet. Doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. So while BYD for 40K offers cars that are twice what a Tesla Plaid is, we're falling behind. And this is all about physical AI. So when he says robotics, he's talking about all the things that are autonomous, edge, connected. This is drones, this is vehicles, this is robots, and we need to get big, get invested, and make sure that we win this particular next phase. Not to mention, if president wants to keep the market going up and up, talk about a pump. The guy basically said, we're going to keep the markets hot, we're going to keep them at all-time highs. That's appreciated. Well, you know what we need? We need more TAM. You know where more TAM comes from? Another $3 or $4 trillion at least that will come from unleashing the power of physical AI and pouring more investment into that space. You think that data center AI is big? Just wait till we see the size of physical AI at the edge, at scale. This one isn't even a hard argument, Pat. This is all about winning the war. We've already won the AI war. We're going to win the robotics war, but we've got to turn our attention there. Smart move by the Trump administration.
So listen, I know that we can all walk and chew gum at the same time. That was my dad expression, by the way. Dad used with me, but here we are, clamoring for capital, clamoring for energy on what I would say is an even more important thing, which is getting the AI thing straight. And I do know that edge AI, industrial AI is AI, but I think that we should be getting the first part done first. I mean, right now, enterprise is it's half baked. Downstream usage right now is still a question mark, and capital is finite. Like, where is all this money going to come from? Who is going to pay for all of this in the end? I know, Daniel, you've been espousing about all the debt that we have. What is going to be the reduction in spend somewhere else to be able to fund this, when quite frankly we haven't even solved onshore manufacturing, right? Thinking that a 10% investment into Intel is going to solve everything is not going to happen if the big chip makers don't fall in line. And I'm curious, like, what happens to the labor force? It just accelerates the whole people versus robots discussion. And quite frankly, accelerating investment into this space is accelerating the Terminators taking over our planet. I'm trying to say this with a straight face here. And if we thought getting faster permitting was hard to drill and reboot nukes and stuff like that. Imagine the state by state regulation, the the state version of OSHA coming in and applying these robots. One carve out I will absolutely put out there is for the military. 100% full stop, overinvest. I want 20 companies doing robots for defense. So with that, Daniel, you can cry and weep.
I think I won.
Maybe,
I think I won.
but not
I don't know. Who
not
cares?
really.
You care? Does anybody care? Who's been winning more of these? Have you been sharing? At Patrick Moorhead. Don't at me. I don't care. Um, at Patrick. Look, I think we can walk and chew gum. I do think that, but I do think we probably should make sure we get this AI thing right and we get our manufacturing thing right. Because we got to, by the way, we got to make more chips to support this, and I'm pretty sure we can't because I'm pretty sure Micron is now taking whatever little capacity it had to make, consumer memory and turning it over to make more AI data center memory. I just mean, like, where does that come from? Like,
I don't know.
you know, and Gemini keeps breaking because there's not enough TPUs. I don't know how the hell they're going to sell TPUs to anyone else. They need more for their own stuff right now. It's like we can't build enough for what we're trying to do, and we're not doing that much yet. Just wait till we're doing more.
Yeah, man, Gemini's breaking all over the place. It's crazy.
It's really good when it
I
works.
know.
It's really good.
I know. It's
But what I'm saying is, like, you sure you want to give 1,000,000 chips to Anthropic right now? You might want to want to save them for making sure that my nano banana works. Because because I don't know why I keep getting two Jensens.